John, tell me about some of the current projects that you're completing for our customers today.
The biggest projects we're working on today involve the seed treating systems. The chemistry that's available today creates a lot of advantages to the customer. So how those pieces get applied is pretty complicated today. And with the heavier loadings of more chemistry trying to put on each individual seed, we've had to go to curing methods to get that seed dry. But the real secret to those systems has been how we've combined the refuge blending into that same process. We take the weight from the batch treater to create the weight we need for the refuge material. And then all of that gets combined together. And we get a very uniform blend of product between the two components. And that translates directly to the farmer's yield. So a big piece of that is how those pieces come together. So we use a layering process, which is kind of the same thing they use in the food industry. We have really diverse products. And by layering, we get a really accurate blend of the two components. We've worked on all of these projects for quite a while and different. We're kind of into version 2 or version 3 in some cases now. So we've seen different things and how that's been built on the shoulders of some of the previous projects is pretty exciting. But it's pretty secondhand to us in a lot of cases because we've been doing it in so many locations.
So are there records kept of this process?
Yes, there's a pretty sophisticated data acquisition system that goes with this. So we capture the weight of each of the components as well as the timestamp of that. And we've been able to incorporate that into a spreadsheet system as well as making it friendly to the network system so it can be captured and documented for long-term storage.
Are there ways your customers can create a competitive advantage in their production methods with Popp Engineering?
Yes, we've done several things to capitalize on some ways that the customers can create an advantage over their competitors. One of those is our soft size system where we utilize flat screen sizing for sizing of seed corn. And in this process, the seed is handled much more gently and much more accurately. And one of the things that relates to directly to the farmer is they get better germination. And the hidden piece of that is not only does it germinate better, but we get uniform emergence. And uniform emergence where all the plants are growing at the same speed and at the same rate directly relates to yield. And all of the data that we see from the research sites show that a uniform field of corn has the best yield potential. So that's just one of the pieces that we've used to try to help bring some customers some advantages.
What do you see as some of the future challenges your customers are facing?
And I think one of the things that's coming down the pike pretty quickly is the precision farming aspect of the whole agricultural industry. And there's a lot of work being done with weather monitoring, soil condition monitoring, and then that's moving quickly into the farm implement dealers and the manufacturers' capabilities where they've got abilities to put on 2 different types of seed in the same planter, different seeding rates, different fertilizer rates, and then it also shows up in the sprayers where they've got the ability to spray different things at different parts of the field, and then all that data is being collected in the harvesting process. So how the data that we're collecting on the seed conditioning side is going to interact with the precision farming at the farmer level is an interesting part of this, and the challenge that we'll face here pretty quickly as all of this information comes together and we try to sort out how does the farmer use this and how does it translate to yield, because that's really what the farmer's after is yield. That's one of the few things he can control. So I think that's what my little crystal ball says is what's coming at us.